Okay, Lead Fearlessly family, we're moving right along. In our urban education series, we're going to be ready for those kids this year because there's going to be no quitting in October. There's not going to be any quitting in October this year because we're going to set everything up for success before they get there. All right, we already talked about preparation before they get there. We already talked about how everything belongs in its place. We already talked about how the first 5 minutes when you meet your students is most important because you got to assign them seats in the classroom. That's your first leadership display. The next thing we talked about last week was about now that you have observed them, they're going to observe you. And we talked about how during that observation of you, what first thing you have to roll out is your non-negotiable rules. We talked about this already. I hope you are ready. I hope you figured out your rules. I hope you figured out your consequences. I hope you figured out your rewards. If you need to run it past your school administrator, please do that. And that brings us to our next most important thing for success in the classroom. And it is titled, Stop Repeating Yourself. Stop repeating yourself. I know some of you have gone home and said, my God, I just need to hit a tape recorder because the kids ask me the same question over and over and over and over and over again. And then you get frustrated. Why are you asking me that? It's the same thing over and over and over again. And the reason why they're doing that is because you have not set up systems in your classroom. Let's say that word. That word is very important. Systems. You are running an operation in your room. You are leading students. You are leading a classroom. And in leadership requires systems. You need systems for how they're going to come in the morning. What's step 1? What's step 2? What's step 3? You need a system for how they would leave during dismissal. Step 1, step 2, step 3. You need a system for where they will turn in their assignments. You need a system for how they will go to the bathroom. You need systems for how they will ask questions. You need systems for how the entire room will function when you are not there. Your classroom should be able to run when you're not there, and that can happen if you set up systems. A lot of us educators, we get frustrated. We start yelling at kids. Didn't I tell you to put that over there? Didn't I tell you to sit? Didn't I tell? Why you do? You don't need to scream. You don't need to repeat yourself. You don't need to get frustrated. What you need to do is set up systems in your classroom and make sure everyone is clear about the systems. You know what I mean by clear? Okay, you set them up. You review what the system, for example, is going to be for collecting assignments. This is what we're going to do. Step 1, we're going to pass them to the front. We're going to pass to the left, right, whatever the system is going to be. You step it out. You tell the students. You say to them, okay, now today we are going to practice. We're going to practice how to submit assignments. Ready? Let's go. And you're going to practice. You're going to make it clear. If they mess up, you go, no. Let's try that again. You are looking for consistency. And you are going to have to walk the students through it. Don't rush it. Don't rush that September. Take your time. Do your rules. Put your seating chart out there. Set up your system for every single thing. And I guarantee you, you will have the best year yet. You won't even think about quitting and leaving your job. You will be thinking about how in the world did I get these students to do this? Because you prepared. And you expected them to follow all of the systems the way you laid them out. And when they don't, you halt, you stop, you correct them. Let's do it again. I don't care if they got to do it over and over and over and over and over. They're going to get it right until you are satisfied. Remember, consistency is key. Being clear is key. Believing that the students can do it exactly the way you laid it out is key, because they can. I told you before, I worked with some of the most challenging students in this country. And when I laid out my non-negotiables, when I followed my non-negotiables, when I set up my systems for a classroom and a school, everything ran smoothly and I had the best time ever. I want you to enjoy teaching, but you're not going to enjoy it if you don't do the work on the front end. Do your work on the front end. Set everything up in September. Everything is straight. I'm telling you right now, again, you will enjoy the school year. Take it from me. I've done it. Believe me, I've been in situations you wouldn't even think you were in. And these same systems and these same beginning of the school year routines work everywhere for every grade, especially high school. They want you to be clear about what you want. Don't expect them to read your mind. Set up a system for everything. Step 1, we're going to do this. Step 2, we're going to do that. Show your leadership. That's your classroom. Show control of your classroom and let them see you lead. Lead fearlessly. Love hard. Loving hard comes with accountability for yourself and for your students. And watch how the trust grows and grows and grows and grows. Because you have demonstrated to them that we are going to coexist in this classroom. We are going to love each other in this classroom, and we're going to learn a lot. Because I'm prepared so that you will be prepared. Lead fearlessly. Love hard. And remember, if nobody told you they loved you today, you remember I do. And I always will.